individual lives. Other stuff that this brother ain't telling me everything that the Lord is doing for him. There's some things that the Lord is showing this brother personally.
Yeah,
every brother up here personally, like, look, I'm with you. Look, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
for
bro.
you.
I know this, I know that, but you all right? Stay still.
Right.
It's all right, bro. Yeah, I know that shit hurt. Whoop the whoop.
Right.
Yeah, I know that shit hurt, bro. I know this, I know that. Okay, don't worry. And your patient possesses your soul, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And those distractions, like the brother brought out, people are gonna think those distractions are the end all the be all, like in the time of the wilderness when the wicked Israelites were complaining.
Right.
They were complaining about melons and cucumbers and
leeks,
and meats
onions and
stuff
leeks
like
and
that,
garlic
and fish that they had in goddamn Egypt.
Right.
And they had manna.
Right.
The Lord provided for them, bro. The Lord, they cried out to the Lord, and the Lord provided for them. And they got tired of that, man. Again?
No, right? Yeah, Jake a hard nut to crack.
Yeah, you can't
That's
keep
right.
man. Lord gave them chicken, they overeating, chicken all up in their mouth.
Come out their nose, complaining for eating it.
They said it was like, man, we loaded this light bread. It pretty much was
He
like
said
this bread, this man and this shit. They said that's pretty much what it's like. It's
Right.
insignificant, man. Oh, we hate the man. Time.
Also, didn't it say something like in their mind, however that manna tasted, it was something like, oh, okay. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 20 in the GNT.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
But this disaster did not strike your people. Instead, you gave them the food of angels. From heaven, you sent down bread that was ready to eat, and they did not have to prepare it. The food you gave delighted everyone, no matter what its taste.
Tastes like
Whatever you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? And think about how this hidden man is, man. Yahweh Shai. You know, each and every single man has a measure of faith that's for that man. You know, each and every man has a gift that's for them.
Right.
So it's to your taste. It was to that man. It was to that man's taste, to his life. And that man has nourished and sustained you and gave you everything you needed.
Right.
So that goes to show you how Yahweh Shai is dealing with every brother on each individual level. It's to your taste. You know?
That's why we're a body, because with those certain idiosyncrasies, we make the house of Yahweh Shai. We got certain administration for certain things, certain tastes and likes and dislikes, things of that nature. You know? We just gotta make sure we're doing our individual job, you know? Not being overbearing to the body.
Right.
When you start, when things get cancer is when a particular cell begins to overproduce or do too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when something, you know, it has to be rectified, which I found out today, like, your cells are constantly overproducing things of that nature. And your body is constantly regulating, you know what I'm saying, these cancerous cells. I did not know that. That's why it's so important to eat certain good things to your body, like things that take away radicals and things of that nature, like berries, stuff like that, antioxidants, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a constant, you know, this body is in constant conflict. You know, symbolically speaking, that's how it is amongst the brothers. It's always gonna be something. It'll be weeks or months where everybody's cool and there's gonna be something that arises, and it can be rectified so easily if you just work it in the spirit. You know? And ultimately having that faith, each individual having that faith to get it right for themselves. Putting yourself in check helps you fit in better with the body. You know? That's what you focus on. Focus on what somebody else ain't doing right. A man that's always on to that shows insecurity. Not secure in his faith. He has to point out somebody else's faults and make himself feel better for pointing out somebody else's faults.
Right.
That's why Yahweh Shai mentioned the beam and the mote.
Yeah.
You know, before you try to take the beam, before you try to take the mold out your brother's eye, man, take the beam out of yours first. We don't want to be hypocrites up here, man.
Yeah, you can't tell nobody not to get it right, things that nature when you ain't getting it right.
So, back in Hebrews 3.
Yeah.
I'll read up verse 16. It's, Hebrews 3 and 16 says, for some when they had heard did provoke, howbeit not all that came out of Egypt by Moses, but with whom was he grieved 40 years? Was it not with them that had sinned, whose carcasses fell in the wilderness?
That's right, man. So those who didn't abide by the law, such commandments, by the covenant, they were taken out of the way. That was more so for us that received this beautiful knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You push your feet, hey, it's supposed to go there. It's supposed to go there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta make sure that we on point individually speaking, bro. Make sure you on point, man. We at the individually. That's where salvation lies. Getting that covenant. You know?
Because in the wilderness, you know, Joshua and Caleb, they were the ones that had a good report, man. They had a different spirit amongst themselves. You know, when Jake went to go spy out the land, Jake was worried, he was afraid. He was like, man, the Lord ain't, you know, we gonna get destroyed, man. So the Lord was like, man, to hell with these guys. I ain't dealing with that. You know? So we gotta walk into, as it says in with the three holy children, Hananiah, Azariah, Mishael, man, we gotta walk into the fire praising Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
That's right.
You know?
The Lord is going to get it out of this wilderness. That representation of who got out there, Joshua and Caleb. Those were the northern and southern kingdom that got out of there. So basically, that was the elect. And the ones that actually, as you mentioned, those carcasses that fell was what? That generation that went into the wilderness. So that generation that made it was what? The elect of them was what? Joshua and Caleb. Those are the ones that got out of that generation to what? To the land. And this time you're going to see what? The elect of the northern kingdom, elect of the southern kingdom, get what? Get out of this wilderness here. Because this place eventually is going to become what? A wilderness by what? Thermonuclear destruction. For that time, you're going to see a lot of turmoil, a lot of destruction. A lot of madness is going to happen into this world. See, you have people walking around don't believe that it's going to get to a point where you're going to have people that's going to be a lot of trying to take your goods. Just walking down the street, you won't be able to walk up and down the street. You can't go to the grocery store and get in your car and drive home. You're going to have to try to sneak and don't want to be on the road. Right. That's what the time is going to get to. That's how bad it is. That's why the Lord says it's going to be a time like no other.
Right. There's going to be a lot of women out here looking for help. Yep. A lot of women that you think they're going to be running the game now, boy. You better wait.
Man.
You better wait till that time.
Yep.
Sit down. And mention said, don't let Isaiah 4:1, you know, be a stumbling block. Which I can dig that. But we know it's gonna happen. But man, you gotta pick these white women out, the right women out here, bro. Women out here. Women out here are way more intelligent than what you think. Way more intelligent than what you think, bro. And they're very manipulative.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Jones lied to hell.
You know, at the same time though, hey, it's gonna happen.
That's right.
So, you know, with the women's situation, you know, you gotta figure that out for yourself. But just know that these women know how to play a lot of fucking games, dog.
You're right, yeah.
Just know that. You know?
I can add too, Zaquan.
Yeah.
And that's happening. It's happening, man. It's in the process of happening. We already starting to see a whole lot of videos where a whole lot of females are crying. You know, because the economy getting bad, man. You know, they working these jobs, can't make ends meet. You know, and not being able to pay their bills. A lot of women starting to live in their vehicles, man.
The baddies.
You know what I'm saying? They starting to live out their trucks and they live in their vehicles. So, It's already in the process of happening. All you naysayers, you non-believers, you don't believe. Okay, that's fine. You know, the men of the Lord are out here though, and we're warning, man. We're warning Jake, Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminoles, Indians of Negro descent. The hell with the rest of you. You know what I'm saying? We talking to the elect of the nation of Israel. That's who this message is for, man.
That's right.
Take heed, man. These things are happening, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can receive it. You know, but I want to make a real quick point, real quick. Kahan Benaiah mentioned earlier, you know, those that are the Lord is putting us in a position to trust in Him, man. You know, only the elect is going to do that, though. You know, 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed, man. It's already written. Zechariah 13:8 has to come to pass. 2 parts going to be cut off and down here in America, man, in Babylon. But I want to make this point real quick. This Isaiah the 10th chapter, verse 20 says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such that are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them." And that word stay means to rely, depend, trust in. You believe in this dude, man. The majority of our people believe in this system, this beast system, man. Yeah. You know, so they're not going to, you know, it says of those that escape. That's the elect, man. The remnant that's returning in these times, you know. So it says, but shall stay upon the Lord, Yahweh Shah, the Holy One of Israel in truth. We're going to trust, the elect is going to trust in the Lord. That's the whole point that the brother was making. The Lord is putting us in a position to trust in Him, man. The majority of our people are going to get destroyed because they're going to hold on to this, you know, which is it's not real, like it says in what's that, Isaiah 30, where it says the shadow. They trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. Which that's not, a shadow is not real, man. It's a reflection of something else, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. So our people are gonna get destroyed. The majority of our people are gonna get destroyed for trusting in this place, man. But the elect, the Lord has put them in a position, whoever they may be, Lord, we can be a part of it, to trust in the Lord, man. Esau been put them to death, trusting in his ass. You know, the food is poison, the water, the air, everything is poison. You know, we devour bread. We through here in this place, man. We through in this place, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is putting the elect in a position to trust in Him. Those are the ones that's gonna make it out this place, man. Everything else is through. It don't matter what you believe, bro. You believe what you want to believe, but the scriptures say that. What if some did not believe? Then make the effect of the Lord to non-effect. Just to roughly paraphrase, you know, I butchered it, but you get it. You get the point, man. You know. So hey, keep playing, bro. Jake playing. The Lord ain't. The Lord not playing games. These people playing. You know what I'm saying? But hey, a point is going to be made very soon coming, man. You know, the Lord gonna drop that hammer, and then what? Very soon, mind you.
I got one real quick. Jeremiah. Isaiah 3:1 in the NLT. The Lord of heaven's armies will take away from Jerusalem and Judah everything they depend on. Every bit of bread and every drop of water. Isaiah 3:1. Isaiah 3:1 in the KJV says, "For behold, the Lord of hosts doth take away from Jerusalem and Judah the stay and staff," meaning the support. Like I said, Jake lean upon this system. Right. So the Most High you got a staff to support you. He go kick it from under you. You see what I'm saying? Right. Take away from Jerusalem and Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water.
The Lord letting you know, bro, that that famine is coming. It's written. People, hey, He's gonna make people starve to death. You know?
That's it.
And the Zaquan, he been going here lately a lot about these data centers that's taking up all this water, man. You know what I'm saying? A water crisis is on the way. A food crisis is on the way. That's what the brother was just reading, man.
Right.
The Lord said He's going to break the staff of bread in Ezekiel the 4th chapter, man. You know? It's not a game, bro. Right. No, the Lord said in Isaiah 55:11 that His words are not going to come back to Him void, but they're going to accomplish the thing whereto He sent it, roughly paraphrasing. So these things are guaranteed. They're faithful and true. He's faithful and true. He is. So His words these words are going to happen that's written in this book, man, that we're reading. You know, whether you believe it or not, they're guaranteed. He's a man, he cannot lie, man.
Right.
You know?
They're all people. And we got some white
Got it.
people. Very fucking
That was it. I'll go.
Isaiah 30:12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word and trust in oppression and perverseness,
Right.
and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. See, these are these people that want to stay and trust in oppression. So if you don't want to stay and trust in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, and you want to stay in this system, it's going to be like a breach ready to fall, man. Just imagine a dam that has a breach in it. You know what I'm saying? Katrina. Exactly. We see what happened with that. You know, so this whole system is getting ready to breach and it's going to enclose it on everybody, man.
Right.
You know, but those of us that are rooted in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, that built the foundation upon a rock, when those waves come, you're going to be good, man.
Right.
You know? That was
I had something else. Damn.
I got a real quick one.
Songs.
Proverbs 3:5. Trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, I was just gonna say that's what the brother Batia, you know, the priest of Batia. That's I think that's one of his favorite scriptures. He quote that or bring it out all the time, man. You know, lean not upon your own understanding. You don't have no understanding, man. You know, especially you women. The Lord didn't impart knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to you. That's in Job the 39th chapter, man. But these people don't know what's written, man. You know, so everybody got an opinion. Everybody got something to say. You know, nah, man. You know, we gotta lean on what's written in this book, man. We gotta believe and have faith in what's written, man. You know, the Holy One of Israel, man.
Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh.
And most people are wise in their own eyes, man. Everybody think they know something. When you don't know nothing, the scriptures say that. You think, man, think you know something, you don't know nothing. Roughly paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
These things are all written, you know?
Be not wise in thine own eyes. In thy own eyes, fear Yahweh, and depart from evil.
Yeah, fear the Most High and depart from evil. That's that cleansing, that washing. I believe it's in Isaiah the 1st chapter, verse 16, putting away the evil before the eyes of the Lord, man.
Right.
You know, wash you, make you clean. That's it. You know, that baptism going into Ephesians the 5th chapter. You know, yeah, you got to trust in the Lord, bro. That's the only way you're gonna get it. You know,
It shall be help to thy navel, which when you look that up, is body, I believe, and marrows to thy bone.
that makes sense. You know, because
this is
for the baby, you can make this type of stuff. Yeah.
marrow to your bone. Man, what does bone marrow do? It produces that's where your red blood cells are.
Right.
And your blood is toxic, you're done.
Life is in the blood.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you have these people, like you said, being wise in their own eyes. They feel what they think. Now you got social media where everybody can go on there and give their opinion and point of views and stuff. But hey, a lot of y'all need to just shut up. You got to be quiet.
Or just keep talking.
Or keep talking. You know, like I say, for some they don't got the understanding, they're gonna leave forth confusion. Because like I said, a lot of people are confounded to this world, and they basically go on their worldly thoughts. See, what we do, we speak out here through the spirit. That's why you can't. A lot of people don't really get it or can't catch it. All right, because what they're thinking in a carnal aspect, waiting, trying to listen to you carnally. But the thing is, the spirit is gonna resonate with you when you have that understanding that we're speaking of. Because we're out here, like I said, the Lord says someone's gonna have the name. All right, someone's gonna know. Like you said, because the prophets were before the one that started off in Jeremiah 28. Yeah, the prophets before old prophesied about many kingdoms. All right, we prophesy about the downfall, prophesy about how Jacob's trouble is about to occur. Because the things that we're talking about when we say things about to get bad, no job, people are going to be dying of famine, okay, diseases, pestilence, all these things, you know, all these things that we speak about is alluding to what? Jacob's trouble that's going to occur.
Right.
Because why they call it Jacob's trouble? Because what? It's through the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Like it says in Isaiah 40 and 15, the other nations ain't nothing. Right. So the Lord said, this is the time of Jacob's trouble. You're going to go through these troubles. We know the other nations going to be in this bitch. We're going to be in it. But the thing is for who? For Israel. For Lord to say, look at the times you're going to be in.
Yep. Because as this nation falls, what they're going to depend on, I've been bringing this out for the last few weeks, they're going to depend on that black fear. Yep. Somehow, some way, you niggas are the reason why America is falling.
Yep.
Not the financial system, not predatory capitalism, not Epstein and that regime, committing worldwide atrocities.
Right.
Not the military-industrial complex, not Christian nationalism. You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are the problem. And they're gonna come down on you having great wrath. They're already doing it with ICE. They basically painted the northern tribe, or the Latinos and Natives, as terrorists, justifying locking up people indiscriminately. And they're going to utilize those policies eventually on people who come up against the government.
That's right. Yeah.
You don't think that Esau Edom that's not factoring in with the erection of all the data centers that homelessness is going to increase substantially? Why do you think that they're buying all these warehouses and trying to make them basically detention centers?
Right.
You think that's coincidence? Come on now. That's about to happen. Mm-hmm. And guess who's going to be filled in there? The tribes, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans.
Yep. Because like you see, like Jake don't want to hear the sound doctrine because their own vain opinion goes into the way they trying to work. They trying to find their own way to salvation. Right. Where Romans 10:3 said, damn. Romans 10:3. Yeah, I get it. It just gave me real quick. Romans 10:3, for being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness. That's Jake. Your own vain opinion. You trying to go about to establish your way to salvation when the way to salvation is this. Yep. Right. That's the reason why the scripture say to work out. No, fuck your vain opinion, man. Right. Now the Lord wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do it to his people. How you know? Right. Well, he just told you trying to come up with your own righteousness, but the exit plan is following the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Bible, man. Yeah. That's this to the exit plan. Y'all beside the exit plan, not your plan. That's why your opinion is vain. You don't know shit. Your opinion is of the world at the end of the day. You know? That's right. That was it.
The Lord will do it to his people. He did it to his people. Man. Yeah. What are you talking about? You don't know the nature. These people don't know the true nature of the Lord, man. They don't know his name. They don't know his ways. They don't know how he gets down. They don't know him. Yep. They know Jeebus. They know, God, which is a title. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the Lord allowed the Latinos to be destroyed at a terrible rate, bro. Yeah. To the point to where they have been forcefully and now willfully assimilated. They don't believe that they were in captivity. They talk about the northern to southern tribe. Like, I remember when y'all was in slavery. Like, you was in slavery too, right? You were actually first. You were destroyed. The Tainos destroyed. Right? Mixed or mingled with the Spaniards. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like totally like X'd out to where, and then also colorism is there too. So you have a lot of them. They don't even want to be considered dark skinned. Right. When a baby's Issachar baby come out light skinned, he said, "Oh, he came out clean. Baby came out clean." Thank God. Yeah, thank you, Mother Mary. They believe that the original language was Spanish. Like, no, bro, you were speaking your own language, man. Say, man, You know, oppression is real. Hey, Christopher Columbus came over here. So like I got to let you straight right him to
Demons.
Dove bugouts. Dearly. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus came over here. They were committing all types of atrocities, figuring out who could be the most barbaric, cutting up the another tribe up. Cutting their arm, like, oh, I got one better. Cut the pregnant lady's belly out and stomp the child out. Who got the sharpest sword? To the point now to where they want to be Spaniards. They consider themselves Europeans.
Yeah.
You know?
Bleaching their skin.
Oh man.
What's that baseball player?
Sammy
Sosa.
Sosa.
Yeah.
That nigga look like a goddamn fool, man.
He look like a painting.
Yeah.
A painting. He look like a cartoon character.
Jeez,
Literally. Nigga, God, that demon. A walking iconoclast.
Damn. Yeah.
Nigga, a walking painting.
Walking painting.
A walking iconoclast. God damn.
Hosea 7, verse 1 and 2. When I would have healed Israel,
Yep.
then the iniquity of Ephraim was discovered, and the wickedness of Samaria. For they commit falsehood, and the thief cometh in, and the truth of robbers spoileth without. And they consider not in their heart that I remember all their wickedness. Now their own doings have beset them about. They are before my face. You can liken that to whenever, whenever Christopher Columbus, and the whole expedition of the Americas took place. They was over here on the side of the world doing all kinds of pro shit, man. Eating, cannibalism, you know what I'm saying? Human sacrifice, all that kind of stuff. So all what we see with the expedition of the Americas, Christopher Columbus, the Doctrine of Discovery, all the papal bulls that was written, that was all the anger of the Lord, man. That was judgment. They saw they were here to the Americans like the letter was going into. They was getting down on the northern tribes, bro.
Yeah, they put their foot up there on the tribe ass.
Hey,
Sideways. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yeah, man.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad, bro. Saying all that to say, like the priest here just brought out, like the Lord will do that. Don't give a fuck about your feelings, and guess what? It says we're coming in a time that's gonna be worse than that. So what times are we coming into, bro?
Right.
What are we about to see, dog?
Some horrific shit.
We about to see some humanoids get down, rip people apart. Man, that's just a strap. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Pestilence at all time high.
Yeah.
Man, we about to see some shit, dog. Well, willing we don't get offended, bro. You see some shit like, I can't believe I seen this shit, dog.
Right.
Bitches getting gang raped, children getting gang raped, all types of shit, dog. Your city is about to be all the time. You got motherfuckers out there that just watch porn all fucking day. Driving, just scrolling, watching. What you think will happen when that shit gets blackouts?
911 is done.
CP, all that crazy shit.
Who?
I'm not gonna say it on camera.
Oh.
CP.
CP.
Yup. Esau into that shit. Jake is too.
Let's go.
We gonna have to have a covering, dog.
Yep.
We have to have a covering, man. Lord, we're not children to cover, dog.
Shit, you gonna have to say fuck these people too, man. When you see this shit happening, flesh gonna play at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like seeing that shit, bro. I was telling the brothers last night, bro. I went walking yesterday at the, park downtown, Trinity River, man. There's some fucking Israelites down there. Grandma and grandma and her friend was down there sitting on the side and letting the kids walk on the stones that's in the middle of the fucking river. You know what I'm saying? Water going over them and shit. And I was thinking to myself, I'm only fucking the kids gonna fuck around and drown. So 2 minutes later, bro, I'm walking. Nigga fell in the water. Through. Granny couldn't save him. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? There was a dude down there that was with the other kid, but he was further down. And Granny was trying to get the nigga attention. I had like, hey man, this nigga drowning, bro. I'm just looking at it. I kind of gonna go now and stop myself, man. I was like, damn, this nigga through. He was literally about to die, bro. Nigga went up one last time. All you seen was his fingers, bro. When the dude turned around, like he was through. All you seen was his fingers. They pulled the nigga out. You know what I'm saying? They went over there, got him, Granny hugging him and shit. I'm thinking like, you stupid motherfucker. But it's just seeing something like that. It kind of made I was about to jump in the act, but like man, well, we ain't gonna fuck these people, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
you see Eve getting her ass kicked by Esau.
I'm definitely
Right.
walking past
The
that.
first thing be like, man, hell no. Man, you go something quick in, it's like, man, it's judgment, dog.
Man, yep.
Drop it down like
It's
Byron.
judgment, bro.
Like, what the hell you do to piss him off?
Bro,
You know? It's going that way, dog.
man.
You know? Now there might be situations where the Lord puts spirit on you too, intervene. I don't know. I can't call it.
Right.
I can't call it.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? But man, it's gonna be a lot more turning your head than being Superman.
Right, right.
hey, what the,
Tell you that much.
he told Jeremiah not to pray for these people, man.
Yeah, you go there
Yeah.
try to intervene and get your ass knifed the fuck up.
Right.